When the grocery store shelves are bare, when the cost of food explodes seemingly overnight, when a single unexpected glitch can bring the entire supply chain to a halt, what reliable source of nutrition will you have for your loved ones? But here is the secret most people overlook. Hidden right in your backyard is a sleeping food factory, an untapped resource capable of sustaining your entire family for a full year. Today, Farm Life Daily reveals exactly how ordinary households are now harvesting up to 80% of their nutritional needs, achieving true independence from external systems. When those crucial supply lines fail, shelves clear out, and the price of necessities explodes, the majority of families are left scrambling in panic. Annually, they funnel over $8,000 into groceries, food that often traverses thousands of miles just to reach their kitchen table. It takes only one small disruption to render that entire, fragile system useless. But you don't have to join the panic. Because the power to grow and sustain 80% of your family's nutritional requirements rests right there in your backyard. And the process is dramatically simpler than popular opinion suggests. This self-sufficiency is achievable thanks to a profound plan, honed over 10,000 years of agricultural wisdom, popularized and perfected by homesteading pioneer John Seymour. It is built upon 6 undeniable core principles. Work with nature, not in opposition to it. Diversify your crops to build inherent resilience. Cultivate natural, supportive environments rather than forcing unnatural growth. Meticulously return to the soil what you take from it. Focus on feeding the soil biology before you focus on feeding the plants themselves. And maintain a complete, regenerative system where soil feeds plants, plants feed animals, animals enrich the soil, and you serve as the cycle's manager. You certainly don't need a sprawling farm to begin. A mere 10 square feet is sufficient to yield a constant supply of fresh leafy greens. 50 square feet can reliably produce hundreds of pounds of diverse vegetables. And a dedicated 200 square feet is truly enough to provide consistent sustenance for an entire family throughout the year. Your garden is strategically organized into productive zones. Right near the door, you place greens for daily, easy harvesting. A bit further out are the main crop beds dedicated to tomatoes, squash, and beans, and the farthest zones are home to perennial fruit sources, apple trees, berry bushes, and other long-term yields. Utilizing raised beds, built 18 inches high and 4 feet wide, ensures optimal conditions, keeping the soil structure loose, encouraging deep, strong root systems, and maximizing your overall output. To achieve consistent, high production, the principle is simple. You don't feed the plants. You must feed the soil itself. Synthetic chemical fertilizers destroy the essential soil biology, leaving your ground chemically dependent and steadily weaker over time. In contrast, nutrient-rich compost is essentially free, readily available, and rapidly restores the soil's vitality. Simply layer your browns, carbon materials, and greens, nitrogen materials. Keep the pile adequately moist, turn it every few weeks, and in just 3 to 6 months you'll be harvesting your own restorative black gold. Animals are key components that complete this essential closed-loop system. Just 3 backyard chickens can supply over 1,000 eggs annually, alongside incredibly powerful fertilizer. Rabbits are highly efficient, clean, quiet, and their manure requires no composting and can be applied immediately. Plus, they provide a dependable source of protein. You invest in feeding the animals. They provide eggs, meat, and rich manure. The manure nourishes the soil nourishes the plants, and the plants sustain you. In this intelligent design, absolutely nothing goes to waste. A planned 4-year crop rotation strategy naturally manages pests and disease. Year 1 features legumes, like peas and beans, which fix essential nitrogen. Year 2 uses brassicas, cabbage, kale, which are heavy feeders. Year 3 focuses on solanaceous crops like tomatoes and peppers, and Year 4 employs root crops such as onions and carrots. By rotating these families annually, the soil's structure and nutrients are consistently restored, while pests are confused and lose their specialized habitat. To maximize your self-sufficiency output, Strategically choose crops known for their high yields and storage capabilities. Potatoes, for instance, can produce an astounding 200 pounds per 100 square feet. Beans provide excellent protein and offer continuous, steady harvests. Durable winter squash can be stored naturally for 6 months or longer. Tomatoes are perfect for easy canning. Garlic and onions possess incredible shelf stability, and leafy greens are often reliable producers year-round. Utilizing succession planting, staggering planting times, further ensures a consistent, steady harvest flow, successfully eliminating disruptive feast and famine cycles. While summer is dedicated to explosive growth, the reality of independence means winter is strictly for eating. This makes preservation absolutely essential. Methods include canning sauces, beans, and pickles, drying herbs, tomatoes, and fruit, fermenting excess vegetables, utilizing an efficient root cellar, or simple freezing. The ultimate objective is not merely enjoying a great meal in August. It is confidently feeding your family all the way through the depth of February. Utilizing deep garden beds, measuring 18 to 24 inches in depth, often doubles your potential yields. This allows for significantly stronger root growth, superior moisture retention during dry spells, and tighter plant spacing. Crucially, you simply add compost to the surface each year. There is no need for backbreaking tilling or digging. You empower the natural soil biology to perform the heavy labor for you. Saving and storing your own seeds is the highest form of food independence. Properly fermenting and drying tomato seeds allows for secure storage lasting 4 to 6 years. Dried beans maintain viability for 3 years. Ensure you harvest seeds only from fully ripe peppers. Even by allowing lettuce to go to seed, you can easily collect hundreds of viable seeds. Best of all, your homegrown seeds become increasingly adapted and resilient to your exact microclimate and specific soil conditions with every passing year. Pest control within this system is entirely ecological. The foundational rule is that healthy, balanced soil automatically produces robust, healthy plants. Augment this by using simple physical barriers like row covers, strategically planting flowers and herbs that attract beneficial predatory insects, diligently handpicking larger pests, and only resorting to proven organic treatments like neem oil or BT when absolutely necessary. Remember, you are not attempting to fight nature. You are skillfully managing a complex, thriving ecosystem. For sustainable, long-term success, adopt a phased approach and start small. During year 1, cultivate just 1 or 2 garden beds focusing on a handful of successful crops. In year 2, expand by adding storable staples like potatoes and onions, plus introducing a small flock of chickens. By year 3, incorporate vining crops like squash, peppers, and perhaps a pair of rabbits. After just 3 years, you will be producing a significant, tangible share of your own food. After 5 years, you will routinely have hundreds of pounds of food preserved in storage. At that critical point, this endeavor transcends being a mere hobby. It becomes a parallel, independent, and supremely resilient food system. The average family spends $8,000 annually on groceries, yet utilizing only 100 square feet of optimized garden space, managing 3 laying chickens, and employing foundational preservation skills, you can dramatically cut that expenditure by 60 to 80%. And when the external world descends into chaos, you won't be forced to contend with panicked crowds and empty shelves at the big box store. Instead, you'll calmly walk into your backyard, open your well-stocked pantry, and confidently nourish your family with food you grew and processed with your own hands. This time-tested system has sustained human life for 10,000 years. And the only thing required for you to begin enjoying its benefits is the creation of your very first garden bed. Thank you for tuning in to Farm Life Daily. If you value personal freedom, lasting resilience, and the journey toward a truly self-reliant life, please leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and activate your notifications so you won't miss our essential weekly guides on ecological gardening, raising productive chickens, mastering food preservation, and achieving complete self-sufficiency. Make the decision to start today, with nothing more than a single garden bed, a handful of carefully chosen seeds, and a profoundly independent future awaiting you.